Hello friends! I thought it was well past time for a currently ink since I have not been on here for quite a while. So I just thought I would share kind of what I have been using lately. First up, I have my Esterbrook Camden composition. And this has the Journaler's Grind nib. In it, I have Robert Oster graphite. I thought that was a fun pairing because I actually really love pencils, and this composition pen always makes me think of like pencils and obviously composition books, and I just really like this pairing. For this ink, I just have a sample that I got from Van Ness. I also have a sample of diamine graphite from a friend, and I'm planning on comparing them more closely to see if I eventually want to get one of them in a bottle, since I really like this kind of gray, dark blue, green undertone ink. It's really pretty. Next up, I have my Opus 88 Jazz in the orange with the teal blue ink window. This is a fine nib, and I've really liked using this. It's been really nice. Is an eyedropper pen, so it has a really large ink capacity. And in it I have Birmingham Pen Company Summer Suite. A really pretty teal blue leaning towards green. So one of those colors that I just really like. And this stamp, I believe I got it off of Etsy. I'll see if I can find the link and I will include it below in the description, but I've been having fun using it. Next is my Bennu Euphoria Vodka on the Rocks, one of my sparkly pens that I really enjoy using. Don't know why I felt the need to write Vodka on the Rocks out, but there we are. And it is a medium nib, and in it is Pannonia Dandelion, and I believe this was a sample from Manda. And while I'm not a yellow ink person, I really like this one. It's actually very readable, and it shades so nicely. So it's been fun to use. I haven't done a lot of at one time writing just because yellow gets kind of hard for me to see, but when I just have to do quick notes or jot things down, it's been good. If I can't really use it for like journal entries or anything because that's just too much yellow all in a row for me, but it's been nice. So I'm just using the English name translation because I am afraid of saying this so terribly wrong, and I didn't think of using my translate tool until just right now. Next is my Grail pen. I saved up for this and purchased it earlier this year. It is beautiful. It is the Visconti Medici Astral with Jonathan Brooks in the Stellar Red. And it is just so nice to write with. And it is an 18 karat fine nib. And writing with it is just, it's so smooth and so nice. And I'm still trying to remind myself that I don't have to push so hard with fountain pens in general, of course, but particularly with this gold nib. I have a tendency to try and push down too hard, and I've always been that way, but trying to retrain my brain and my hand is difficult. And in this, I have Tasha Cha. And because it is the double filler system, it is a pain in the butt to clean out. So I suppose that this is now the dedicated ink for this pen. And it's a good thing I like the ink, and I think it goes really nicely with it because it's just difficult to clean this out thoroughly to change the color. But it's such like a warm brown with red and orange undertones, and it just seems to go really, really nicely with this acrylic material. Next, I have my Kaweco Sport. This is the rose gold, and it is a fine nib. As I've mentioned before, I really like my Kawecos to be in fine or extra fine. I don't know, I don't enjoy them as much when they're in the larger, broader nibs. I don't know, just me. And in this, I just have the pearl black cartridge. That's by Kaweco that it came with. I had tried for a while to have platinum carbon citrus black, but I had to use the little converter, and it just kept like falling out of the nib section. It was really weird, and because I want to be able to carry this like in my purse or my bag with my little Chic Sparrow traveler's notebook wallet, that was really inconvenient. So I took the cartridge or the converter out and cleaned it out, and then just popped the cartridge in, and I have not had a problem with it since. And I like this black. It's just a nice black, so that's fine. Next, I have my Gravitas pens Skittles. Looks like it's got some of my fingerprints on it. And this is a medium. And in it is Colorverse Anita. I really like this kind of pinky purple, dusty, mauvey pinky purple. Although I do notice that it kind of runs dry in the nib a lot, so I end up having to unscrew this and then prime the converter. So I don't know what that's about. Yeah, it looks like it's getting dry again. Next, I have my Platinum Plaisir, and this is the 10th anniversary edition in the Midnight Pink. This is a fun pen. It's actually the first time I've inked it, and I have a medium nib on this, and it writes so well. The only thing I don't like about this pen is how easily this part gets loose, but You have to unscrew it quite a bit for it actually to come off, but still, it loosens very easily and almost every time I open it, but that's all right. And in it, I have Birmingham Penco Midnight Twinkle. And since I'm running out of room and I have one more pen, I'm going to do this up here. So I really love this ink. It's a dark, deep gray ink with a lot of silver sparkle. So much so that it has clogged every single pen, not that I've put it in that many, but every single pen that I have put it into. So what I have determined is that in order to successfully use this ink that I like so much, because if you look at the bottom, look at that amount of shimmer. So I only mix it up like part way, maybe halfway, maybe not quite halfway. And then it still gets a massive amount of shimmer. Like if you pick it up and you look at it, it just looks like a complete glitter ink. You don't even see the base ink. But that is something to note if you get one of their shimmer inks. They are super, super, super heavy on the shimmer, and they clog. And I've tried it in my my TWSBI Ecos, which usually do not get clogged, but this one clogged my TWSBI Ecos. So, you know, it was pretty impressive. What does Anchorman say? I'm not even mad, I'm impressed. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it is drying with quite a lot of shimmer. And lastly, I have this beautiful pen from Woodshed Pen Company. It is his Mermaid Tears pen. And I don't know if you can just see the same amount of beautiful, beautiful chatoyance and shimmer in this resin that I can see, but it is breathtaking. And I got this one in a broad nib. And in it I have Troublemaker Inks Milky Ocean, which seemed like a very, very good fit for this pen because I like things that match or go together or thematically make sense, all those good nerdy things. This is such a beautiful dual shader, which I don't know if the shading will show up as well on this paper. It's a cream color, and it is the Exceed notebook from Walmart, which is really a very fountain pen friendly paper, but it's it's not gonna show up the same amount of shading and character that we'll see often with like Tomoe River paper or similar. I love, love, love this pen. It is so beautiful. I missed out on the special nib though. I think he had a special rose gold nib with like a mermaid etched into it, and I missed out on that. I ordered this one when the maker did a fundraiser for vet bills. So that's when I ordered this one, and he just used nibs that he had left over, which is fine. I do really like the silver, but I like rose gold too, but I love this. So there we go. There we have it. Here is what I currently have lined up and what I'm using on a more or less daily basis. Trying to see if I can make the shimmer in the Midnight Twinkle show up. Oh, if you look at the bottle, look at that. There's a lot of shimmer in it, and I only mixed that bottle part way. So that's it. Thank you so much for being here. I am hoping to make more videos soon and start getting ready for November's 30 Inks. I'm thinking I might do some book videos coming up perhaps. I've been reading a lot these past couple of weeks, and when I first started making YouTube videos, oh my gosh, like 6 years ago now. It was on a different channel, but I had started making a few booktube videos, and I really liked doing that, and so I might do a few of that here now that I have a little bit more time and room in my brain to think. So hopefully that is something that you would maybe like to see. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.